What do you do as a Christian when the Jehovah's Witnesses come knocking or the Mormons come knocking on your door? Do you invite them in and let them give their spiel? Do you tell them about Christianity? Do you contend for the faith and go back and forth with them through the scriptures? You see, as a new Christian, I dealt with them a lot, and I always was very kind to them, and I always tried to reason with them in the scriptures. I never had any success with that, and sometimes they got downright nasty in defending their beliefs. And then one day, I found that the answer actually had a Bible for exactly how to deal with it. And it's very different than what you might think. You see, when we deal with non-believers, non-Christians, other religious groups, the Bible tells us to treat them with kindness and to tell them about the gospel and tell them about Jesus. But he has a very different opinion for what we should do when it regards someone who is trying to twist the faith and twist who Jesus is and actually pervert the reputation of Jesus. Because Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, he says, I am the only way to the Father. I am the Son of God. And these other groups like the Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, don't believe that Jesus is the Son of God and that he's the one that atones for our sin and that he is the only way to salvation. And here's what the Bible says in 2 John verse 9. Everyone who goes on ahead and does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God. Whoever abides in the teaching has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house or give him any greeting, for whoever greets him partakes in his wicked works. The Bible is actually very strong about this, and it was convicting to me because I had not really paid attention to this verse before, but one day it really sank in and I realized that's because they are trying to pull people away from the true Jesus into a false Jesus. They're actually leading people away from salvation and claiming to be Christian. And the Bible says, don't bring them into your house, don't even greet them, or you're a partaker. In the King James, it says you're a partaker in their evil deeds. And so from now on, I've had a harder stance with them. And I do think it is the appropriate one because as you tell them, hey, I'm a Christian who stands with Christ and you're not welcome here, they realize, it convicts their heart and they realize, okay, for some reason, they don't see Jesus the way that I see Jesus, and they are very serious in telling me that this is wrong. And so it's food for thought, something for you to chew on and think about as you deal with them in the future.